everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 21st of August. Okay, so today I just feel the need to talk more about the Sun's quincunx to Neptune on a deeper level. As I said in the main weekly scopes, it encourages us to explore our imagination and spiritual connection. It supports us in digging deep into our subconscious mind, and a lot of these sort of energies this week are allowing that. It can create tension because quincunx energy, requires us to change, and sometimes it can mean changing in the space of a day or in an hour, so what may work for you with one person during the next few days may not work with another person, and the solution, what may work for you today may not work for you next day. This is why I say we must have a lot of different healing, soothing tools that we can use, in healthy ones, that we can call upon when we are facing life challenges, and this is easier rather than depending on just one thing, and then when that fails then we're kind of like all fearful and like at a loss, So this energy wants us to look at the ways that we sort of use our ego, our willpower to be aware and nurture our inner spirituality, and remind us of how important it is to look after our subconscious mind and not be afraid of doing that inner work and shadow work, especially in spirituality. We can get lost in our tarot cards, and it's good, our crystals and all of that, but it comes a time when we have to go into our shadow, look at our weaknesses, look at the way our ego comes on in subtle ways, because believe you and me, the ego, when you develop spiritually, can come on in so many subtle ways. And there's a book that helped me, Glamour by Alice Bailey. Anything I mention, I'm not saying I believe in everything that someone says, but I can pick sense out of nonsense sometimes, most of the times. That's been my past, having to sometimes take life lessons from people that have hurt me, but taking the wisdom of their words and not their actions, and then using that to sort of like push me on my development. So looking at the different ways of that you may escape from yourself, you're deluded and confused, how you may struggle to assert your ego or overassert your ego and try and dominate others and overstep other people's boundaries, how feelings of insecurity and self-doubt can really cement that ego and make you kind of like you're not purposely hating other people or really wanting to be better than them, but your ego feels that it needs to feel superior because at the base of it you're insecure and you may have self-doubts. So just getting real about what's really going on within yourself, and not being afraid to be truth to yourself, and seeking deeper truths beyond the physical realm, beyond the surface, and just being open to the interconnectedness of all life and the interconnectedness that you need to form between all the different traits of your personality. So embracing your shadow and light, learning to love yourself in all of your weathers, all of your moods, all of your temperaments, all of your personality expressions, making sure you stay grounded in reality while you explore fantasy as well, and not ignoring the red flags, because this energy can make us want to escape into fantasy, and people can manipulate and take advantage of our vulnerabilities because we can sort of like wear them on our sleeves right now. So content creators can talk about how we can work with our dreams and our inner creativity, and how journaling and voice noting and just using techniques of free speaking, free writing, so we can get to our subconscious, because a lot of the time our rational mind or our conscious defenses stops us from accessing our emotional states, so sometimes just allowing yourself to freely talk or write can make you aware of the things that are really bothering you and what you need to address. So talking about how we can become more open to the mystical, ethereal parts of life in a grounded way, how art can make us understand the deeper meanings of life, how to be open to intuitive messages from our dreams and our inner voice, and also talking about how sometimes when we have fears and self-doubts and they're excessive, and we still got the inner critic going, and we got all the voices of everyone that told us bad things about ourselves or bad experiences going around in our mind, it can be hard to trust psychic information and intuitive guidance. Just talking about, the pitfalls of intuitive guidance when we have not been able to manage our emotional states, and how we can manage our emotional states slowly and become more grounded and learn to trust our inner voice and learn to trust ourselves as well. And talking about how we can become more stable as individuals. So yeah, that's the end of the daily scope for the 21st of August.